So in relation to the drama that we've studied for underground audiences, and we take the case of the bridge, here's a really good example of where underground audiences are really popular with the bridge in places like Mexico, Colombia, Canada, places which are it's more difficult for them to access the original Bron because of geo-blocking. So if the original Bron isn't on Netflix in America or isn't on Netflix in Colombia, then people are getting it in very informal ways. And there you'll find really nice examples of lots of fan subbing, so people will do their own subtitling in English because they don't want it to be dubbed. Because these are kind of elite audiences who love to watch intelligent storytelling, and they don't want it dubbed in some funny way, so Saga Noren sounds very odd in Colombian. They'll often use their own fan subbing to kind of do English subtitles and then share and discuss the plots, just like we've described with sort of the love of the genre and crime. But in places like Sweden and Denmark, what's so important to Bron here is that it's funded by public service broadcasters, and that it's available for free with no commercials on a kind of a ritual Sunday evening. So what we found very interestingly in Sweden and Denmark is that even if people could access it illegally, especially younger audiences, they didn't want to. They wanted to do what they called retro television viewing, sitting down on a sofa, having a pizza, mobiles off, no tweeting, no doing anything else. Let's just have a social media blackout so we can watch it live on television. And for these sorts of audiences, normally they'd be watching all sorts of drama in streaming it in illegal ways. But no, here they were drawn, particularly in Britain, in Sweden and Denmark, precisely to the power of public service broadcasting to deliver a social ritual. And people loved it. In fact, season 3 of Bron, we saw a real spike in the ratings, so around 1.5 million viewers watched season 3 of Bron in Sweden, for example. But we saw a large spike in younger viewers, and they all described this social media blackout. Wow, it's so cool. We're here on Sunday evening, sitting on the sofa, watching Bron, and mobiles are off. So we can engage in the intelligent storytelling and try to play with the crime narratives. And I think that's a beautiful example of the power of public service with underground audiences, where you can actually draw in people who would normally go in informal ways into this more kind of formalised route for watching television.